Mr. Rustin, considering the results so far of the March on Washington, do you think this march will result in anything more than exercise?
Well, I think this march will have a profound effect. Number one, Mr. Rockefeller is attempting to be president. He knows that the Negro vote is very important. I would assume, therefore, that he knows he must produce something that the Negro people want, or they shall not vote for him.
Are you trying to impress the legislature, or Rockefeller, or both?
Well, in political reality, we are going up to the legislature. But we know that Mr. Rockefeller controls it, and therefore whatever is left undone is left at his door. If he tells them to proceed, they shall proceed.
Do you think Governor Rockefeller has failed the Negro people?
Well, I would say that Governor Rockefeller has failed the people of New York, including the Negro people, when he fails to have a minimum wage, when he fails to provide adequate money from the state for education in New York State, which could both make the schools better and integrate them. Yes, this is a profound failure.
Does that mean, say, you wouldn't favor Rockefeller for president?
Whether Mr. Rockefeller is favored for president by the Negro people will be determined, I am certain, by his behavior between now and the election, and in particular, what he does to get the adequate legislation through this session of the legislature.
Now, I notice your demands also involve social and economic aspects. Do you think these are now an intimate part of any civil rights demands that are made in the future?
Yes, I think when it comes to housing and schools and employment, we are working not merely for the Negro people, but for all people, because there are many problems which cannot be solved for minority groups unless there is a very real judgment made on the nature of how society looks at these problems for all people.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Rustin, considering the results so far of the March on Washington, do you think this march will mean anything more than exercise for the marchers? Sir, are you trying to impress the legislature, Governor Rockefeller, or both? Do you think Governor Rockefeller has failed the Negro people? Sir, I notice social and economic aspects of your demands. Do you think... I cut that.